On the morning of September 11, 2001, the world changed. 4 commercial planes were hijacked. 2 struck the World Trade Center. 1 hit the Pentagon. Another crashed in a field. Nearly 3,000 people were killed in a single morning. For Americans, this was not just an attack, it was a shock to national identity. Investigations quickly pointed toward a militant network called Al-Qaeda. Its leader, Osama bin Laden, was believed to be hiding in Afghanistan. The question was no longer if America would respond, but how far it would go to prevent this from ever happening again. Al-Qaeda was not a traditional army. It had no uniform, no capital, and no borders. Founded by Osama bin Laden, the group believed violent attacks would force Western powers out of Muslim lands. Throughout the 1990s, Al-Qaeda had already targeted American embassies and warships. After 9/11, the United States saw Al-Qaeda not as criminals, but as an existential threat. Intelligence agencies tracked their leadership to Afghanistan, where they operated openly. The war on terror was no longer theoretical, it had a location. At the time, Afghanistan was controlled by the Taliban. They had risen from years of civil war, promising order through strict religious rule. The Taliban denied responsibility for the 9/11 attacks but acknowledged that Osama bin Laden was living under their protection. The United States demanded his handover. The Taliban asked for evidence and negotiations. Washington refused to wait. To American leaders, harboring Al-Qaeda made the Taliban part of the threat. In October 2001, the United States launched Operation Enduring Freedom. Airstrikes began, special forces entered Afghanistan, NATO allies joined the campaign. The mission was clear: dismantle Al-Qaeda, remove the Taliban, and prevent future attacks. Within weeks, the Taliban government collapsed. To many, it looked like a swift victory. But beneath the surface, the war was only beginning. Afghanistan's terrain and tribal structure made control difficult. Taliban fighters regrouped and launched an insurgency. Roadside bombs, ambushes, and suicide attacks became common. What was once a hunt for terrorists slowly turned into nation building. Schools, elections, and infrastructure were introduced, but stability remained fragile. The mission expanded, and with it, the uncertainty of how and when the war would end. For Afghan civilians, the war was a daily reality. Some welcomed the fall of the Taliban. Others feared foreign troops. Airstrikes killed militants, but also civilians. Millions were displaced. Aid flowed in, yet insecurity remained. Afghanistan became a place where hope and trauma existed side by side. For many Afghans, the war was not about ideology, but survival. As years passed, the cost grew. Thousands of American soldiers were killed. Many more returned with physical and psychological wounds. Trillions of dollars were spent. At home, public support faded. Questions grew louder. Was the mission still about 9/11, or something else? The war on terror had reshaped America's military, politics, and sense of security. The war's impact reached far beyond Afghanistan. Global surveillance expanded. Airport security tightened. New conflicts emerged under the banner of counterterrorism. Governments redefined privacy, borders, and warfare. Terrorism did not disappear, it adapted. The war on terror became a global framework, not just a single conflict. In 2021, after nearly 20 years, U.S. forces withdrew. Afghan government forces collapsed faster than expected. The Taliban returned to power. Images of chaotic evacuations shocked the world. Supporters called the withdrawal necessary. Critics called it a failure. The war was over, but its outcomes were deeply contested. The American war on terror in Afghanistan was born from fear, shaped by power, and ended in uncertainty. It changed how wars are fought and how nations define security. It left behind lessons about limits, consequences, and the cost of long wars. History has not finished judging it, and neither has the world.